They're doing. Now, this is our parenting segment. We do it every week at this time, and I want to tell you about something that's very important. It typically involves top celebrities and sports figures, but mostly just unrecognized but very committed dads. On the 16th, that's about a week and a half from now, at the Union League Club on Jackson here in the Loop, there's going to be a celebration of fatherhood dinner, and among those being recognized is Richard Dent, Kerry Wood, Rahm Emanuel. There's the thing they have in common. Rahm, who I've seen at swim meets with his kids. He's a very committed dad when he's cheering them on, I'll tell you that. Comedian Tom Dreesen, all good dads. Running the show is the Illinois Fatherhood Initiative, which connects children and fathers by promoting responsible fathering. It also helps men just become better dads. Kevin Kirberg is president of the Illinois Fatherhood Initiative, and Dr. Edward Boswell is principal of the Ira Jones Middle School in Plainfield. They're both here in the showcase studio. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Dr. Boswell, now you're from the front lines, being a principal. You see the results of good fathering and I guess bad fathering in the classroom. Give us some sense about the difference that in fact it does make.
Oh, it's a huge difference. You know, we deal quite a bit with single-parent homes. Typically, moms are more involved than dads, and so we struggle daily. And you see the students that struggle with single-parent homes, with the moms, and you know every student and child loves having both parents around, absolutely. So we see those, and we see the exact opposite with intact families and students that excel when you have moms and dads at events, at volunteer their time. You definitely see a difference between
my mom was a single mom. My dad died when I was a kid, and she got us a big brother, which was a wonderful thing and did make a big difference, and it made so much impact on me. I later got involved in Big Brothers and Sisters. I was on the board of directors for a while, and I was in fact a big brother. Now, Kevin, why are you in this organization? Do you have an experience like that too, where your dad or a dad made a difference in your life?
Without a doubt. You know, I often will share the story that you know, my father, he was older when I was born, was about 56 years old when I was born, and I never realized that he was that much older than all my friends' fathers, because my dad was the one out there playing football with us in the yard and going to absolutely everything, and my dad just passed away this past March, and you know, this is the way I can dedicate you know, something back and give back to what,
it's a legacy
what he gave
to
him
that he is giving through being a good dad.
Exactly.
Now, the initiative celebrates good fathers, encourages men to be good fathers. How does it do that?
Well, we really try to work in three different areas: education, healthcare, and the workplace. So we have programs in each of those three areas. In education, we have the essay contest that every year we get about 18,000 or more essays from more than 200 schools around the state. And that really is step one in our minds of allowing children to express to their fathers and father figures how they feel about them, and let dads kind of see that. We ask the dads to write a reaction to the essays that they read from their child when they come home, and those are so powerful.
Do you have any anecdotes that come to the top of the mind that were written in those essays?
You know, I think as much as anything else, we just see the same pattern over and over again. It's you know, one of two extremes. It's either the kids that say, you know, I have the best dad in the world because he does these things for me, because he's always there. Or we see the heart-wrenching pieces of kids saying, I don't have that, and I wish that I had a dad that was more engaged. And that's where, you know, we have programs where men can step up and help other kids, be father figures, so to speak, to kids that don't have that. And we have another program in schools called Watchdogs, Dads of Great Students, where we ask men to come to school and volunteer one day a year. That's all. It's a nationwide program, and we just ask dads to come one day a year and be at school all day. And we position them around in the school where they're most needed, where they can have an impact with all the kids in the building, not just with their own kids.
Dr. Boswell, it seems like in society we often expect our schools to be doing the role of parenting in large measure, and as a principal I'm certain you see that all the time. But your school seems like it's gotten more actively involved than a typical school would be in this particular area of encouraging and recognizing good parenting. Now, why is that? Is that a district initiative or something you personally wanted to see?
I think personally, you know, again, we talk about personal experience as kids. I again, grew up in a one-parent home, divorced as kids with a twin brother. My mom played both roles oftentimes. So that was something that, as an educator, growing up as a teacher and now as an administrator, you see the ramifications with single-parent homes or broken homes. And so as a principal in my building, we made a commitment to really getting parents involved from our PTO organization. We have the Watchdogs we're going to be starting in the fall as well. But we really take pride, and we have a program called Pride, which talks about being just a better student, paying it forward, and getting those parents involved. And so that's just a commitment I had from personal experiences. My teachers are all about that. Really helping students not just academically but socially. We, from raising school supply drives, we help a lot of the students with that, from personal hygiene products, helping out, to social skills, how to take care of your siblings
It's the hardest thing we have as individuals, being a good parent, yet it seems to be the one thing we are least prepared to do effectively. But both of you realize the absolute vital importance of good parenting, and it's terrific that you both, Kevin and Dr. Boswell, get involved in whatever way you can to encourage this. But I think a lot of people don't think in terms of the vital fact that parenting makes such a huge difference. In fact, it probably makes all the difference in how we grow up, in the values that we have, the successes or failures that we have.
Absolutely. We're one of the biggest districts in the state of Illinois. I think the 4th or 5th largest. And a lot of our schools and our principals and teachers across the district, it's not just unique to my building. We already have watchdogs in several of the schools, and we're doing programs that are more social and community awareness. From we have an elementary school that raises food and sends students home every day with backpacks full of food because parents can't afford that. One of our elementary schools, they do a great job. So we definitely recognize
in Plainfield. You always think of this as not being a suburban issue, but there are challenges aplenty.
Big time. There's close to 250 students that are considered homeless in Plainfield School District that we help out every day.
Kevin, the Celebration of Fatherhood dinner. Now, is that a public event? Is that something you're trying to draw attention to and have people register and go to?
Most definitely. What we're looking for, you can go online to our website, which is www.4fathers.org, and purchase tickets right online. We would love to see a lot of community members out there to recognize these 12 finalist fathers and father figures from our essay contest, and pay tribute to those men who are doing so much in their own children's lives.
Are you looking for volunteers as well?
We are. The IFI is always looking for more volunteers to help implement these programs that we have in schools, the workplace, and healthcare around the state of Illinois. So not just a Chicago-based organization, but a statewide organization. So, for reaching out to people throughout the state, if they're interested, they can call. We have a toll-free number, 1-800-996-DADS, D-A-D-S. And get in touch with us there. And again, the website, the number 4fathers.org.
4fathers.org, number 4, not F-O-R or F-O-U-R. And it's the Illinois Fatherhood Initiative. I have to admit, I've never heard of that. But it's been around a long time?
We were founded in 1997, and we were the nation's first statewide fatherhood organization. So we've been around for a while. We've been doing these same programs every year for most of that 14-year period, including the essay contest, which is our cornerstone program that we have.
And it's Kevin Kirberg. He's the president of the Illinois Fatherhood Initiative. My other guest was Dr. Edward Boswell, who's the principal of Ira Jones Middle School in Plainfield. Hats off to you all, and hats off to your students at that school.
Great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bill.
I'm Bill Moller, and this is WGN Weekend.